guys? We are back for another Dokkan battle video, and we have got the behemoth, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right here. We got him full level 10 links ready to go. This is going to be the pinnacle of Super Saiyan 4 power. So let's go ahead and jump in. We are on the final trump card team, so of course we have some good units that will be good to sort of, play alongside the Gogeta. We have the LR Blue Gogeta, we have LR Blue Vegito, we got God Topo, Supremo 5-time. We have all the sort of necessary fusion units that are going to bring Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta to his full power. I mean, he's very basic, right? Like, the homie Goresh literally said that he's just Jiren with red hair. Like that's all Goresh was saying that we are going to see out of this boy, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So that's the thing with him. He is very basic, right? Just a huge amount of attack and defense right away. Super effective against all types right away. But then he also has got that ridiculous, insane ability of the super attack counters. That, to me, is probably the most intriguing thing about him. Although this INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, his dodge and counter chance is only 50%, whereas the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is at 70%. And we know that, okay, so originally the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, his wording is a high chance to dodge and counter, right? It was always worded that way, but it was actually a 70% chance to work. Well, they recently in the news said they were going to change the wording to a great chance, and then this INT Gogeta has a high chance, so we know with him that his chance for getting it is only going to be 50%. Let's check that defense. So, Gogeta's at 160k defense right here. When he super attacks, he gets a 50% defensive increase. So, he's going to be at 240k defense after he super attacks. He is insane. Now, let's not forget that he does, of course, also have that active skill of his, but he has to receive 4 hits. Okay, so that's 1. There should only be 3. Okay. All right. So Gogeta does a 3.64 million attack stat right away. Now that's obviously very good. We have a lot of his links active. We had Fierce Battle, we have Fuse Fighter. Okay, double super attack, basically a 4 million attack stat. Now, again, there's a lot going on, but keep in mind that Gogeta also is super effective against all types right here, right? So he hits those attack stats, but that wasn't actually like a 3.9 million attack stat he did. What is it, like the 1.5 times multiplier or whatever it is? That was basically like 5 million attack stats Gogeta just did right there. On top of his defense, and then on top of what I think is probably one of the most broken abilities in the game, is that very consistent super attack countering of his. Now, again, it's going to take some time to see Gogeta, I think, in a variety of events, and him eating many super attacks in order for us to really sort of properly gauge like how busted he's going to be in comparison to that Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I remember when the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta first came out, I was like on the verge of calling him like the best defensive unit in the game, because all of the major damage you're going to sustain, like going through like difficult events and stuff like that, most of it at least, with the proper defensive setups and stuff like that, is from enemy super attacks. So when you have something as consistent as the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta was in sort of keeping the enemy super attacks in check, it's just ridiculous. Now, the Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta did not have a start of turn defensive buff, right? He got a 50% defensive increase when he went ahead and did a super attack, right? Which is fine, but this INT Gogeta has got the 200% at the start of turn, and then he gets the extra 40% attack and defense, for 8 turns. So it's absolutely crazy. All right, so here we go. Gogeta is just going to absolutely put Gogeta in slot 1. And we'll let Gogeta just sort of smash. Check his defense too. What do we got for the defense for Gogeta? 159k, so pretty consistent right there. The last 2 rotations, though, we have had defensive support, so keep that in mind. But this is also one thing I did want to point out, is that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, remember, he does have to get hit several times in order to activate that ability of his, right? 4 million right there, okay. So again, remember, it's 4 million, but he's super effective against all types. So, like, the true attacks that he's doing is definitely higher than just, like, 4 million right there. And again, remember that he gets a 50% defensive increase. But when it comes to that active skill, this is something I've always noticed about Jiren, right? Jiren does not get his active skill that often. Even though it seems like it's super easy, right? You just, let him get hit the 5 times and boom, the active skill comes out. It just has never really felt that sort of consistent to me. Even in difficult events like Extreme Super Battle Road and stuff like that, like you don't really see Jiren get it that often. This could be an issue with Gogeta. I mean, some of it is going to depend on when, where, and if he gets his super attack counters too, because definitely the way Gogeta's active skill is going to work, if he gets his super attack counter, I do not believe that's going to count in terms of him actually getting like one of the attacks sustained, right? So at this point, we've still only been hit 1 time on the INT Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right? He's only been touched once. We need to have him get hit 3 more times, but it's based off of the luck of the draw. Okay, perfect. All those attacks right there in slot 1, so we'll be good. So next turn, we should be able to see Gogeta's active skill. I think next turn will also be the final turn, too. Check his defense again, now that we don't have any support on rotation. Wow, still, okay, so after he supers, he's going to be over 200k defense without support. That's just linking up with the STR Blue Gogeta. Click Super Saiyan 4, yeah, let's see. Okay, so he has what? Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Fierce Battle, Fuse Fighter, and Over in a Flash, all active. He just doesn't have Shocking Speed and GT. Okay, perfect. So GT does have a little bit of attack and defense, and then Shocking Speed has a little bit of defense. Look at this. This rotation is insane. All right, go ahead, Super God Goku. Okay, so that's the second hit, third hit. So he only has to get hit 1 more time, and we'll get this ability. There is at a 3.58 million attack stat without support. That is right there. Like, yeah, he's a big boy, all right. All right, the double super. Okay, Gogeta, chill. You actually have to get hit so we can see the active skill, please, you bastard. Okay, goodbye, Goku. Is he not going to super? He didn't. Okay, well, we still haven't seen Gogeta with the super attack counter, but I mean, that's the way it sometimes goes in the Legendary Goku event, right? Where typically Goku doesn't really bust out like 1 billion attacks, and he's not really that threatening until you get to this phase. Then, of course, that's when he starts getting a little bit worse. Okay, so this is going to be perfect because, again, next turn we are going to have access to Gogeta's active skill. Plus, it's still the first 8 turns where we have the rest of his passive. So this is good. So we're going to see his full passive active, I think, along with Supreme Opie of Time. So this is going to be a really, really good turn right here. We have been getting pretty good luck with the double super attacks as well. So with this Gogeta, you definitely want to go full additional on him, by the way, too, because the first 8 turns being super effective against all types, I mean, that's going to cover the majority of the game's content, because, like, with this final trump card team and all these fusions and shit like that, like, just look how fast we're just exterminating this event, right? So, because Gogeta, the first 8 turns is super effective against all types, and then from turn 9 on, it's a high chance of being it. Crits, I feel like, just aren't as important for him. But crits, of course, would still be good for his super attack counters, but it's not exactly the same thing as like one of the Vegetos, where their entire kit is very reliant upon them whittling enemies down with consistent counter attacks, right? Where you're going to want all those counters to be crits and shit like that. With Gogeta, maybe you'll get the 1 counter per turn or something like that. Okay, so here we go. So for starters, let's check his defense first, and then we'll do his active skill, and we'll see what his defense is after that. So Gogeta on this turn is at 160k defense. Perfect. So he still has the 8-turn passive. So now let's go ahead and bust out his active skill. My boy. Oh! Okay. All right. This is going to be good right here. I get the feeling that UI Goku, he's... My 6th or even my 7th sense is telling me that UI Goku is going to super attack in slot number 7. So that's okay. All right. So what's the defense now for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Bumps out. Okay. So his defense is going to be over 300k easily after he super attacks. All right, so let's see what we got right here. So keep in mind that this attack set right here is still super effective against all types. UI Goku is in trouble. Let's just put it to you like that. And a Dokkan attack. All right, so his attack stat, let's see, is 5.6 million. Super effective against all types. Okay. Sure. I would love for UI Goku to go ahead and bust out a super attack here, but 5.6, yeah, super effective against all types. That's just a TUR. I mean, Angel Golden Frieza can hit those numbers, you know, maybe as early as turn 1, right? Whereas Gogeta kind of needs his active skill to get that high in terms of attack stat. But the thing is that Gogeta's also super effective against all types. And he's going to be, I think, far better defensively than Angel Golden Frieza is. Not that Angel Golden Frieza is bad defensively, because he's fine. But this is... Okay. Alright. I mean... Because Gogeta is giving himself that 50% defensive buff on super attack, that is going to be a big game changer for him, right? That's going to keep him at very, very high defensive levels. I'm actually a little bummed out that this Gogeta is not AGL, because, man, he would have been a great addition to rock on that Super AGL stage of Extreme Super Battle Road. So, okay, this will be perfect, so we can quickly finish off UI Goku here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah. All right. See ya, Goku. So we'll finish him off, and we'll do one more turn. Hopefully, UI Goku will Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. If he doesn't, oh well. It is a bummer, though, because that Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta counter animation, I love how it's basically just like the same thing that Jiren did. So just the little eye attack is just the best. And then a little cross arm right there. Oh, Vegito, relax. All right, so hopefully UI Goku just really aims a lot at the start. Sort of. Okay, so let's check what Gogeta's defense is right at the start, because this will be our first turn without his secondary part of his... Still 142k? No, I think we must... Yeah, okay, so it must still be active. So the 8 turns, I mean, it does begin from his first rotation. I believe Gogeta still has his 200% attack and defense, and then he's also got the 200% from... Now, you can just let the turn play out. If we die, we die. It's fine. The only thing I'm hoping is that UI Goku is going to super attack right at the start, because I would like to see that counter animation, but if not, it's fine. All right, go ahead, UI Goku. 10k, that's fine. That's an acceptable level, actually. Oh, okay. Well, we did finally eat a super attack, but there's the 50% chance right there as opposed to a 70% chance. That's a fair bit of damage, but that's not as bad as it could be, right? Like, again, he got hit hard there, but that's the only thing. Again, that Tech Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, right, has got the 70% chance to do that, whereas this Gogeta, it's only a 50% chance, so... That is unfortunate, but we'll, you know, I'm going to use him a lot in Super Battle Road, Legendary Goku event, and stuff like that, and we'll sort of see how things are going to be. I mean, there we go. Let me know what you guys think of this Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I do feel comfortable, I think, putting him as the best TUR in Dokkan right now. You know, maybe you'd like Physical Vegito Blue better at certain points, but I just think, I don't know, because Gogeta's defense is so high. Like, that's one of the big things about it, and it gets even better. And then super attacks, which is, again, the bane of your existence, basically, he's going to be able to just mop that up. Like, you take him into Extreme Super Battle Road, he's going to be very, very good defensively against these big super attacks. So, let me know what you guys think of Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Right now, initially, I think I do like him as the best. When you consider the super attack counter, him being over 200k defense after he super attacks once, right? Him, you know, being, like, we saw him at basically a 5 million attack set every single attack because he's super effective against all types. He is just absolutely nuts. So, thanks guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch y'all next time.